This is My African Vacation by Maxwell. This is a map of my flight to South Africa. The first stop was the Cape Town, South Africa, and this is a view from our plane. Our next stop was the Castle of Good Hope, and we learned that the castle had been built in the 17th century. Our next stop was to Camps Bay, and we learned for most of the 1800s Camps Bay was undeveloped. We went to Table Mountain, took a cable car 3,558 feet up the mountain. At night, I had left my group to see Robben Island because I had some extra time, and I was told that Nelson Mandela was held in prison there, so I decided to look at it, and I took some pictures along the way. Our next stop was to the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park. We learned that it straddles the border between South Africa and Botswana, and we got a tour of the park. Here's some pictures we took while walking through the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park. After that, we decided to visit Chobe National Park and learned about 6 different famous animals. We learned about the hyena, the gazelles, the Maasai lion, the African zebra, the South African giraffe, and the African leopard. Before the day was over, we stopped to see Victoria Falls and took pictures by the falls. We also got to go whitewater rafting. We learned the falls fill out to the Atlantic Ocean. These are some of the pictures we took up close to the falls. This is a picture we took while in a helicopter getting a tour over the falls. Then we decided to travel north to see the African rainforest ecosystem, traveling on the Zambezi River going through Malawi, Tanzania, Burundi, and Rwanda. Then we got off the Zambezi River and entered Uganda to visit Kabale National Park. We saw an amazing rainforest and wildlife, and we had some pictures we wanted to share. Then we headed east into Kenya to visit Nairobi. Kenya is 45.9% in poverty, and this is a picture of how bad the poverty is. Here's the city of Nairobi and one of the wealthy parts of it. Then we decided to visit Mogadishu, Somalia, where people are warned not to go because of the violence. Mogadishu Cathedral and the Mogadishu Mosque. We learned that the Mogadishu Mosque was built in the late 19th century. We learned that the Mogadishu Cathedral was planning to rebuild in a few years. Following our trip, we traveled really far west to go to Timbuktu in Mali. Here are some of the pictures we took along the way. This is the Jingerbur. mosque made out of mud. And that was the last stop on my African vacation.